Hi, this is Michael B. Today I'm going to be changing out the bathroom toilet for this American standards. Um, this is the new one that it's got in. So I'm going to change this out, and now I'm going to go in the bathroom and start pulling out the old. This is actually going to be a step-by-step guide. And it's for those that's not professional, you know. If you want something you're going to try to do, this will be my first time doing it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I got. The one in the bathroom has been in here since 1984. So this is gonna be a challenge now to see what's underneath the floor. So I'm gonna stop the video for a minute and go in the bathroom. Okay, I got it out. Let me pull my camera back. But I got it out. I had to wiggle it in order to up and side to get it to come out of the thing. I took the two bolts out the side of the tank, out of the thing, and I got it to the side. So now we move it out the way. Then I'm kind of see what's going on here with it. Stools are kind of heavy, and this is the wax ring. Everybody talks about wax ring. This is a wax ring here, and of course you got to get rid of that so you can get your new one put in there. And so hopefully the bottom part is good, but I'm gonna have to scrape all that stuff off of this here. Got that disconnected. I didn't disconnect it down there. That part is good. That's the upper part. So now I need to get my scraper so I can scrape this out. Normally, once you finish this, if everything was all the same size and all that, that you just want to do this changing the wax ring, since that was the one that was actually messed up. So basically, you just end up scraping it all off, and then gonna put your new one in, and then go on and put your tank back in. Gonna put everything back in together, and hook it back up in reverse order you was doing it in, and that will complete the whole job. Now, the first thing I had to look at, see whether or not how it look. And of course, it says always take something. Get a rag or something. Put down inside the hole so that nothing won't fall inside. So, you know, sometimes being a beginner, sometimes you forget all this little stuff that you looked up and saw what you had to do. So I'm going to do that now. Scrape all this off of there. Sometimes if this thing here is too in a bad shape, you might have to replace this part. This ring here where the stool holds with. Then if it's not, if it's good, then of course you don't have to replace it. But if it's cracked or something, then of course, yes, you got to do it. Because you don't want it to come back and mess with it again. And of course, and like I say, this video is basically for people that's you know, trying to save a few dollars. If you got plenty of time at home, you can kind of, you know, do it yourself. You know, it seems to be pretty difficult, but it's not. And of course, You just have to take time to do it. Just follow step by step. But like I say, this is a beginner's guide what I got here, because I'm a beginner. And I just, decided to just try it out, see what I can do. If not, you're probably paying somebody at least $100-some, $130, whatever, to put it in for you. Now, normally these things here that slides in and out, normally you can get some new ones with your new ring. You can get some new ones. As long as they're not broken or anything, then I'm just gonna put me some news in there and put it back together. But one thing I want to show you is while I was at Lowe's yesterday, a guy he said he done 12 toilets. He replaced 12 toilets. And he told me, he said, hey, see this Fluidmaster? This is better than a wax ring. Wax ring kind of messy. Like now you see I'm trying to scrape all this stuff off that after 12 years, trying to scrape it all off of there. But they say, hey, that's a lot better, because what you basically gonna do is come with a little kit, and of course, I decided, although my kit, when I bought the American Standard, it comes with a wax ring in it, but I decided I'm not gonna use that wax ring. I'm gonna go and do, since this guy, so I'm a beginner, but this guy done done it before, so I'm gonna just go by what he says. See, this ring here fits right down into it. And then where the studs at, I got new studs. And of course, it comes with an adapter. This adapter is for, say, a lot of times you might, this ring here that hold a stool, it might be flush to the floor or underneath the floor. So you need this extension to put down in the hole for this to stand it up. So you can stand it up some. So that's what base that for, that extension, if you need extension. On top, like I'm working with, I don't need this, I don't need to use this extension. I'll just put this up here, and my stool will fit right in here. And then I'll just bolt it back up, and hey, I'm through with the whole thing. That's it. And if you like this video that I've seen so far, give me a like on this. Like I say, my stool is a little longer. Matter of fact, I'll go get that. That's the second I go get that, because my main thing I was looking at is sometimes it's not a clear view, or if your floor was level. If it was level, if all this was put up there and it was level, then this would be sitting right on top of it. That's like that. So then, all this thing you be doing is put your stool down on top of it, boom. That's it. But now, the problem I have is with that new one, that stool I got, it's longer. It comes all the way out here, 4 inches out. So I'm gonna have to cut this out here. Cut this out in order for this thing to fit flush. Because I want it to fit flush into this section. So what I'll do, I just basically, let's see how much can I do here. I'm trying to show you a little bit this, in case you know it comes into problems. All of them, like I say, you don't have just a level floor that you're putting it on. Sometimes you can have some problems. And that's the only thing I was trying to explain to you there, that sometimes you have problems with these things. And it's not really cut and dry. And then you might see some videos and it didn't tell you about what your problems are. So you kind of got to go with each little situation. And with mine, I looked at that part of it. So I'm like, okay, what I got to do? Like I say, this stuff has been in here since 84, when the house was built. And I was kind of leery on trying to do it myself. Let somebody else do it. But I decided, hey, I'll do it and I'll just make a video of it, you know, step by step on what you got to do. Because a lot of times, everyone's kind of afraid of something new. And that's what this is. This is something new. You know, you haven't done it before. And that's why it's called the beginners. Yeah, I'm not no professional at doing it. And like I say, this is my first time doing it. So far, you know, I thought maybe I got to take this ring out, man. That's what was kind of scaring me a little bit, that I got to take this ring out. But that was no problem either. Take the ring out, go get you a new one. And you basically want to try to get it as clean as you can. Get as clean as you can. Put it in. And like I said, you're going to come with some new. These here going to be new anyway. Yeah, these are going to be new. So you ain't got to worry about freaking out that, you know, they're going to come new. You just going to put it in here and just do the new one. Matter of fact, I'll show you the new what it look like, all the new ones. That way you know when you get to this point. I'm not going to sit here and show you the cutting out a part of it, but I do have one of these little saws. I got a little saw like this, and what I'll do, I'll put the stool down here, and then I'll cut around it. I'll just take my marker, set it where it need to go, and then I'll just draw the marker around it. But that's why I say this step-by-step guide. And if you bear with me, I'll see if I can get that part done while you're looking. Doing a job like this, like yourself some time to do it. Because today, I had plans on going out and messing my yard today. So I wasn't really planning on doing this morning. But I said, hey, let me go and knock it out. Sometimes my wife, you know, she would be looking, hey, you know, when am I gonna get started on it? So I got to show, hey, let me go and knock it out. So that's what I'm doing now. But what I'm gonna do, see, these got a little edge. So what you do, you slide it straight and you turn it. And what it's do, it's gonna hold up right up and underneath there. Let me get a couple of the new ones and I'll show you. That'll stay right there. Let me get a couple of the new ones. And I can show you that. And of course, let's see. Like I say, this Fluidmaster, pretty good. Now, you'll see on these screws here, it's got a way you can break this off. If it's setting up too high, normally, like I say, on the side of the stool, if it's up too high, see how these indent goes in? It goes in, and then you twist it. You twist it. Twist it, put it in there, twist it. Put it in the other side, same way. Put it in, twist it. And of course, you know, you got these little tabs. These little tabs, it goes right on top of it. Tabs go on the top. That's basically hold it. Screw in this place. In this place. That's all you're doing. Put it in there. Same thing you do on the other side. And of course, same thing you do with the other side. The same thing you do. So this ring is what I would tell you about. It goes right here, right between them. That's why I say it's a lot better than trying to deal with that wax, putting that messy stuff on. And of course, you can move the stool around. See, it's a lot of times when you got that wax ring, you can't hardly move. Sometimes if you get it set, then you can't turn it to twist it if you got to twist the stool. But this way, with this, you can take it in and out. It's got a seal on the bottom of it. It fits right down in there flush. And then you're just putting it down in there. That's it. And then you line your stool back up on it. And then you put it in. And like I said, now everybody just had to put the stool in. And that's the only thing I was changing that. I could just put the stool back in. But I know with the new stool, it's going to come out about 4 inches out here. So I'm going to have to cut this out before I can put it back in. But you can see how deep this thing is, these tiles in there. Instead of taking the tiles up, I'm going to just leave it like it is and draw around it. What I'll do, I'll just take my magic marker, I'll set the stool up there, and then I'll just draw around it. And of course, let me see something real quick. I might just show you that real quick. Messy, this old wax ring is really messy. I don't wish this on no one to mess with this wax ring. But, something you got to do. Let me just pause for a second, and I'm going to go get the stool. I'll set up here and show you what I'm talking about. And you got the holes on the side. Holes on each side. What you're going to do, you're going to set them right in where you got the thing at. See how that sets up there? Now, it's sitting on top of and of course, you want to try to line it up as best you can. But that's how it's set. So what I'll do, which, like I said, a lot of times, you know, when people are showing you how to do it, a lot of times they don't take into account what else you might have to do. So I'm just showing you what I could see. A lot of things, if I see it, a lot of time I know kind of what to do. I see this is kind of, you know, straight here. So what I do, try to make sure this is straight. And you might do some measurements on it. Or what I would do, I'll take my marker and I would draw around. I would draw around the whole base. Draw around the base, or around the whole base. Then when I pull it up, I know I have to, then I know I got to cut that out. That circle I cut out. So that's why I'm going to use this saw here and cut that out. Hopefully I don't cut through the floor. But that's what I got to do. And everything should work good. You know, it's so far it's coming together good. My whole concern was about the ring under the wax ring. Was that any good? Was the floor good or not tore up or rotten out? But so far it looks good. So I'm gonna just take this up and start working on doing the floor. And of course, you know, if this been a little help to you, or it's something that you looking at doing, change the stool, it's really not all that difficult. You know, it's hard nowadays to get the same size stool you had years ago. A lot of times they're a lot longer, and some of them might be a little wider. And this one here is a little wider too. So you had to kind of improvise. But if I had that's a level floor, and that's putting the wax ring on top, then we've been through this whole project. But I had to go a little further because what I did, I put tile down around the stool, and then went this route and put something on top of it. So I had to go through a little more problems and to get there. But it's no problem. I just got to do some cutting and try to get it out of here. So thank you for listening. And maybe I end up seeing some other videos on some other things that I'm going to be doing. All right. Thank you.